Hello Virgo, this is your January 1st to January 15th, 2017 read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. I don't know where the box is, but this is the back of the Morgan Greer Tarot. And for the supporting cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards. Yes, by Lucy Cavendish. As usual, I've already shuffled the cards, so we're ready to get right into it. Okay. This time I think we're going to just start with the tarot cards and see where the other ones fit in when necessary. Alright, so I'm getting this as a love interest situation. So before we go too far, if you're in a relationship, this is definitely something that may connect with you. You have to look at the signs a little deeper just to make sure it does. If you're not in a relationship, this is definitely someone who is very close to you and somebody who means a lot to you. What I'm seeing is, I feel like, when I'm looking at this, I feel like this is someone kind of going into battle. This card comes through different ways for me. All the cards do. Depending on what I'm getting off of it was what I go for. I do feel like this is someone going into battle a little bit. And I feel like when this time frame starts, there's a disappointment in a loved one. The Lover's card is the card that's denoting this situation. I feel like this is trying to get through to someone about what really happened. This is trying to explain a situation. This is trying to explain true feelings. I don't have any cards denoting a third party, but I do feel like there's disappointment. And there's definitely something that didn't go the way that was planned, or maybe it did go the way that you planned or the way the other person planned, but one of you wasn't in line with that or didn't realize what was actually going to happen. Definite disappointment is where I feel like this is just starting off from. Okay, good. The next situation I'm coming into, because it's kind of like... See, I was saying that there's not a third party, and I'm wondering how this is. This is kind of pushing into the disappointment. And when I say third party in this sense, I don't feel like this is... I don't know exactly how this person fits. And since it's a general read, it depends on your situation. I feel like when this happens, you're going to know how this person fits. Because basically what's happening is this person is trying to bring hope back to the relationship. This person is trying to bring hope back to you. And that's what they're getting you to look at things in a better light, and that's pretty much their main objective. It might be like a close friend or family member or just somebody who knows what's going on a little better. Some of you aren't going to know this person very well, and the only reason this person is coming to you is because they care about something about the situation that they feel they need to clarify, so they're coming to you to clarify it, and it gives you hope in a temporary sense. I feel like it's very transitory, very temporary. I feel like this person did the right thing, and you like that, and you feel honored by that, and you let that person feel like it made a difference. But I feel like whatever this... Excuse me. But whatever the situation is, you are truly disappointed, and this isn't pulling you out of that, but you're putting your best effort forward and letting this person kind of feel that they made a difference. I don't feel like they made that big of a difference. I feel like things kind of slow down for a little bit, for a few days, and then I feel like you're kind of thrown into, I'm getting this kind of bumpy carriage feel. If you watch a movie, one of those period piece movies where they're in the stagecoach type feeling, and they're going down a bumpy, gnarly road through the woods. I feel like that's kind of what you're in. You're just kind of being jostled all over, and things are just kind of happening. But I feel like this is emotionally kind of where you are. You're emotionally just unsure about what to think. The other person's trying to understand and figure out what actually happened. And I feel like your feelings are kind of hurt, and I feel like you're definitely still, you're still feeling that disappointment. and you kind of want to heal things, but you're kind of like, I feel like the way that things happened, you don't feel like you have sure footing in the situation at the moment. You feel like it's kind of like a wild card, what's going on and what could happen next. Even though there's really nothing on the horizon that you're worried about, you just feel like there's a wild card that could play at any time that you have no idea what's going to happen due to this situation, that this has made you feel like this situation is not as stable as you previously once believed. Okay. Okay. All right. I got three. Okay. I got three oracle cards here, assisting with the situation. The first two are kind of reiterating what this person is trying to do. I feel like they're taking. You know, they're sucking it up and they're just helping you understand what happened. I feel like they might have had to deal with the situation or a part of the situation. They may have known some things they didn't tell you about, and they're kind of feeling apologetic about it, so they're taking that courage, but they're also trying to help you see the better of the situation, trying to help you get a better perspective, trying to make things work out in your favor in a sense. Almost, in some cases it's a little bit apologetic, but trying to truly make good on it. Okay. I still feel like it's temporary and it's transitory, and I feel like it really did bother you in a sense that, like, it's deeper. Like, it's going to take more than a conversation, and definitely not from somebody other than the person that you're disappointed in. The person you're disappointed in should be coming towards you is kind of how you're feeling, and they should be, you know, they should be making it right. And whatever they're doing, even if they're trying, it's just not cutting it the way you want it to. And I feel like it's kind of holding on, and it's kind of like you're kind of festering with it. You're kind of smoldering over it for a couple days. I don't believe you really want to, but it's something like in the back of your mind, and throughout the day it kind of pops in and just kind of comes in and out, and that's what's going on for this short period of time. As we get to the end of it, I feel like you're trying to do the forgive and forget situation. And when I say trying to, I feel like on the surface level, when you talk to yourself, or when you think it over for yourself, or maybe when you're talking to somebody close to you, you forgive them and you really believe you have, but I feel like deep down, it's kind of like written. It's almost like written on a file deep in your brain, and you're aware that you're not going to forget it, but you feel like you've kind of forgiven for it, but it's still going to always be an underlying factor, and you're going to pull that. It's kind of like your mind will pull that out when you feel like something isn't right, and if something feels off in the future, this may come back up in your mind, thinking, I mean, I forgave him for that, but, you know what I mean? That type of feel comes through, which kind of like, that's why I say kind of forgive. You're trying to forgive, because I feel like you're still kind of nervous, like this wild card could play again. Again, this is somebody close to you. This doesn't have to mean a lover, but I do have the romance card touching on the outgoing energy too, which is also going with the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles above, which is your energy, and I have the Hermit below, which is their energy, the other person, and then I have the Six of Swords, which these two together, this is what makes me feel like you're trying to forgive and forget. Especially with the Chariot and the position it is, it's kind of rocking back and forth. I'm getting this feel with the Chariot. I'm also getting that rocking feel with the Five of Pentacles, which makes me feel like you're really trying to just move on from it. You're trying to accept it for what it was and forgive and forget. And I feel like even if you say the words forgive and forget, you're well aware you're not going to forget. And you're doing your best to forgive. You really are. But you're kind of looking to move through the situation and move on to the next section and just kind of let it be, let it lie. It's a general read, so this can go a few different ways. Definitely, I think what's best to center on in this is it's definitely being disappointed in someone that you love and care about. And that's basically, I feel like the going into battle, which is your overall energy, is like fighting to keep things the way they are, fighting to keep what you have, fighting to keep what you actually want, and trying to forgive and forget best you can. Okay. Alright, that's the read. If you would like a read from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you and have a good day.